Alrighty, welcome everyone to our Sweet Aroma Monday night chat. So glad you took time out of your busy schedules to join us and invest a little time in your business. You know, when people come to meetings and they show up to meetings and trainings, those are the people that go up, and those are the ones that do succeed with Scentsy. So we have so many new team members this month. So you are a Scentsy girl. So now what do you do? And so many of the questions are asked. And so many people don't think that there's anything they can do because they do not have their kit yet. But there is so much to be done even if your kit has not arrived. And number one thing that we really need to do is make sure we set up that party on your workstation under the Orders tab. That is so important. If you are new to Scentsy or if you are building a team, these are all crucial steps that you need and to do as yourself or train your new teammates to do as well. So make sure you set up a party on your website. Even if you do not have a launch party, I've got some background noise. I'm not sure. See if I can see where that's coming from. Okay. All right, there we go. So make sure, even if you do not have your launch party set, make sure you go ahead and set that up in your workstation. And then also go into Facebook, announce that you are now a Scentsy girl. People know that you are in business. Your doors are open each and every day for business. I highly encourage you as well to set up an event on Facebook and start posting pictures in there, inviting people to come into your event so you can share the warmers with them. Set up a VIP group for your customers as well. I've done that, and that's going pretty well for me so far. I've actually got a couple new team members from my VIP group. So I highly recommend a VIP group as well. Let me look at my notes here. Okay, one of the first things we all know is the Shooting Star Award. That Shooting Star, that 15 days flies by fast. The day on which you enroll, that's your first day. And that goes by before you can hardly blink an eye. So you need to get that $500 sold within your first 15 days. You guys, that kit is valued at over $300, that kit. You get to purchase that for $200 if you earn the Shooting Star Award. This is a great way to build your inventory. You get commission on that kit. I mean, this is incredible. It's an achievement with Scentsy, and it's something to be proud of as well. So make sure you earn that Shooting Star Award. That is so crucial. That is so important. And there's a tracker on your in your workstation as well to help you keep track of until you get that 500 PRV. Any questions or anything? Annette, you want to add anything?
I mean, you need to make labels. If you have access to a label machine, I would definitely make labels, because as soon as you get your first amount of product, you want to label every single piece that goes out.
Absolutely.
I made a mistake a couple of mistakes that I made when I joined 7 years ago was I didn't label anything. And also I was letting everybody go to my website. Even I was placing orders from my own website, and I wasn't under a party. I had literally placed almost $2,000 in orders that weren't under a party. And what that means is I didn't get free and half price stuff for that. So that is like a big no-no. Every single purchase from your website must be under a party.
Absolutely.
Okay? I got a $114 order yesterday or today, and that's under a party. So that's it just racks in your points, okay?
Absolutely.
If somebody wants to buy from you like right now, and they want to get their stuff right away, and they just can't wait for your stuff to come in, they're welcome to go to the website and pay that shipping fee, and that stuff will be shipped like the next day, literally. But put that under a party. Scentsy, they're not. If somebody places a $200 order somehow under your website, which does happen, and it's not under a party, you lose those free and half price items. Does that make sense? Because if your first party's $200, well, that's one half price item, one perpetual party reward, and $20 for free.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So
I've
that's like
actually,
two big things.
when I lived back in the Chicago area, we had a Goodwill literally up the street from our house. I bought at least 3 warmers from that Goodwill, and when I turned it over, it had my label on the bottom of the warmer. so
Wow.
I mean, you know what, if it had been somebody else that had purchased that warmer, you know, they still would have had a consultant. So I think that it's so important to label everything. Absolutely. If you cannot make your own labels, remember we have the Scentsy Family Store that you can order labels from. It's imperative too to have business cards. Those are probably, to me, when you become a consultant, the two of the most important things that you can invest in your business is labels and business cards. If possible, brand your car, buy a Scentsy shirt. If that is within your budget, I think that is very, very important. Upload a picture. Oh, go ahead.
Another thing, like when you're first getting started, I didn't have any money when I got started, and I mean, my mother-in-law signed me up, and what I did, because I couldn't really even afford a whole bunch of catalogs, is product sheets. Get product sheets and put those in a bag with a few pieces of candy, maybe a ribbon around the bag, and pass those out to every single person that you know. We want to get our product, you know, the catalogs and the product sheets in everybody's hands.
Absolutely.
Product sheets are they $5, Martha, or $3 or $8?
I don't know off the top of my
Well,
head.
I don't know. I just bought a bunch of them, though. They're not expensive at all for
No.
a whole big, thick pad of them. So you need extra catalogs and product sheets, and you'll see those when they come in your book, your new kit.
Your new kit, right?
You guys have your kits yet?
I don't think any of them are new.
Oh, okay. Okay. Who is it? Is that Lisa?
No, I'm not new.
We have Lisa, Ashlyn, and Lorena on.
Now you have Deanna.
Maybe she's listening. I don't.
Martha, it's Deanna Peterson.
Okay.
She's on the line.
Okay. Awesome. Well, some people are listening by phone.
Well, I can see you, Deanna. Welcome. We're so glad to have you.
All right. Next is make sure you upload your picture to your website. And then you need to make sure you do get a date down for your launch party. I have so many people that do not seem like they want to do a launch party. And what I want to reiterate to you is you don't necessarily have to have it at your home. You can have it at a local restaurant, a local coffee shop, any of those places you can have your launch party at. I've done several parties at Panera Bread here in my local area. And it is imperative, though, that you set up some type, and I don't like to necessarily call it a party. I like to call it a little get-together, a girls' night out, a sip and sniff. It seems like people shy away from that term when you say party. So I like to kind of give it a little alternative, and maybe even a themed party is a fun party as well. So that's imperative that you make sure that you get that done, because sniff in the scents is what sells our product. When people they put that little tester in front of their nose, that is what sells our product. It's great also to do a Facebook party. Ask your friends and family to take some testers, catalogs, order forms to work for you and collect orders. Those are all very, very important as well. But getting that little party together within your first 15 days is imperative for you to achieve that $500. So important. So make sure you text people, call people, and ask them to take these. Ask your friends and family, take this to work and collect some orders. You know, they get $200 in orders, they can get some free product as well. That's one of the benefits of our, one of the perks of being a host, is getting that free product for them. I have also in Sweet Aroma, it's a Scentsy in the Neighborhood flyer. At the bottom of that flyer, it has those little things that you can kind of tear off with your phone number on there. I encourage people, post those in your neighborhoods, in the laundromats, the grocery stores, the libraries, anywhere you can hang that little flyer up. You guys, that's free. I mean, you got to print it off, but really it's minimal cost. Go put that in your neighborhood. You need to let everybody know that you're in business now. You are open for business. Your door is open. And another thing I love for people to do right after they join Scentsy is think about 3 of your friends and family that you would like to be in business with you, and invite them to come into this business with you. At least 3 people. When I joined Scentsy, well, Annette and I have been best friends for years. And after I joined Scentsy, not too long after she joined, I enrolled under her. She was a great friend of mine. I wanted to be in business with my friend. Some of my family members joined under me. I have sister and sister-in-laws that joined in business with me. Vasi Dombrowski, she's one of my great friends. She's now a director on our team. So invite your friends to come into business with you. I mean, you guys could travel together. How fun is that, right? Go on trips together, go to our Scentsy family reunion together. That's amazing, fun time. So think of at least 3 people to join this business with you. I mean, you got a little candle business. How fun is that, So think about,
we're getting close to having Christmas and Thanksgiving, and there's going to be a lot of get-togethers. And I remember when Martha came to my house, I lived in Mississippi and she lived in Chicago. And I was warming a scent that she was just like, your house just smells amazing. Well, she went on my website at Thanksgiving and spent like $300 on Christmas gifts because she loved it so much. And then she called me like a couple months later and asked me if she could join. I didn't even offer for her to join. I didn't even think of that. And now, how many people are on your team, Martha? 300 and...
I think
400?
Almost 400.
Yeah, about 400 people later. And I mean, and even when Martha joined, I was like, are you sure? I mean, people will join your team.
Absolutely.
And we've been to Hawaii together, and the Dominican Republic, and all kinds of, all Mexico.
Reunion, leaderships. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so you just don't underestimate what can happen for you if you work your business.
Exactly. And never prejudge anyone that think, oh, they really don't need the money, because honestly, you never really know who would want this type of business. I talked to a girl that just recently joined a couple months ago. It wasn't even a few weeks ago, actually. She owns a insurance agency in the Chicagoland area, very successful businesswoman. She's on our team now, but she's a business-minded lady. And she's like, this sounds incredible. And so you just never know. Itzel, she's a doctor, and she lives in Mexico. She's doing very well with Scentsy. This is where can you start your own business for $99? I mean, really. I mean, this is an incredible business model that we have here. So never prejudge anyone, never rule anyone out. Our job is to share the blessing. We need to share the blessing. Scentsy has changed my life. I know Scentsy has changed many of your lives. I'm able to help purchase the home that we live in today because of Scentsy, and that I believe you're the same way.
Scentsy bought my house.
Exactly. So that's, Oops, I lost you there. Oh, there we go. So we never prejudge anyone. This opportunity our job is just to share it with people.
For some reason, she just can't hear you. I don't know why. You can hear me. Martha can't hear you. I don't understand.
I'm sorry?
Okay. Martha, the lady that owns the American clothing, or the American, is it clothing? Family agency, she's on this call.
Okay, I can't see her. I don't know.
We have 13 people on the call, but I can only see Stacy, Lisa, you, and 219971. So, but there's 13 participants. But she wants you to know that she can hear everything you're saying, and that she is here.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't. I don't know.
I don't understand why I can hear her, but
I don't know.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Nettie?
Oh, I can hear you
now. Donna. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Donna, I can hear you.
Okay.
When we first enroll as a consultant, we're at 20% commission. Once we sell our $1,000 of product, once we sell our $1,000 worth of product, you guys, you get a 5% pay increase, which is incredible. And then you will be at 25% commission. Any given month you sell 2,000 or more, you get a 5% bonus. So Scentsy rewards you for doing that, which is amazing. That is a guaranteed $600 commission for you.
Yes.
$600 commission, which is incredible. My goal every month is that 2,000. And it was shortly after I joined Scentsy, I was determined I was going to sell that 2,000 to get that $600 commission each month. Now, if you're building a team, you also get those extra bonuses as well, which is amazing. So that just gives you kind of a little idea of the compensation plan with Scentsy. Okay, so that's pretty incredible. Go ahead.
I want to tell you something. You know, Martha, when we joined, and I told you guys my mother-in-law paid the $99 for me, and then I started making, right off the bat, I did make pretty good money because I was selling, you know, 1,000 to 2,000 a month. And the first little bit, you know, my husband's like, well, you can have that. That's good. You know, I'm so happy for you. That's your spending money. But then it was $700 paycheck and then $800 paycheck, and he was suddenly in the business with me. So, you know, I'm telling you, it's like what Martha just said. If you set a plan and you know what you want and what you need, you just make it happen. Make it happen.
It's exactly. And you have to ask yourself, you know, how bad do I want it? How bad do I want to make it happen? And you know, you need to decide, why am I doing this? You know, do you have a why? Is your, you know, what is your why? Is your why, you know, some people it's their kids' college fund. Some kids it's to, you know, pay for their kids' sporting events. Some people it's to pay their mortgage. Maybe they need a new car. It's their car payment. Figure out what your why is and set a goal to achieve that why and make that dollar amount each and every month. And ask your sponsor, ask your director, okay, this is how much I need to make every month. How many parties do I need to do? What do I need to sell to make this amount of money? Because you know what, we're here for you and we want to help you. That's what we're here for. And we want to help you reach your goals, and we want to help you make your dreams come true. That's what we're here for. And we want to help you guys achieve that. So never be afraid to ask. That's what we're here for. Okay, when your kit arrives, your kit will arrive in 3 to 5 business days, and it's like Christmas. It's so exciting unboxing that kit. And so what I want you to do when that kit arrives is to go Facebook Live. I know that's really scary, right? That can be kind of freaky going Facebook Live, but that's so exciting. And people love to see the unboxing of things for some reason on Facebook. It really intrigues people, and they love to watch that. So when your kit arrives, make sure that you unbox that kit on Facebook Live. And if you can't make yourself do that, at least take a picture of your kit after you unbox it and post it on Facebook and let everybody know, this is what I got for starting my own business. You know, because it's like Christmas and people love to see that. And I can't tell you how many times I've been able to recruit from going Facebook Live on unboxing things. People love it. It's exciting to them. And so I challenge you to do that as well when your kit arrives. After the kit arrives too, you need to make some samples. Now, you can make the little candy molds or purchase the little candy molds from Hobby Lobby or Michael's and make some samples, or buy those little felt squares at Walmart. They're like 30 cents. You guys, you can get like 50 to 80 felt samples out of 1 bar of wax. Incredible value if you use the felt samples and you're on a budget. But once you make those samples, staple your business cards and start passing those samples out to people. Now, it's very, very important when you pass those samples out to see if you can collect contact information. Either have a little notebook that you carry with you. I carry the little pad of drawing slips that you can purchase from the Scentsy Family Store. And I pass out a sample, and I'll just ask them in return. I'll say, hey, would you like to enter my monthly drawing? And then they'll fill out that little drawing slip. And once a month, I do a drawing for a scent circle or a car bar. And then I add them as one of my contacts into my workstation, and I subscribe them to my monthly newsletter. And make sure you follow up with them too. Hey, how did you like that sample I gave you? Do you think it smelled good? Would you like to order something? Give them a call or text them and ask them. It's that, and this is probably not always true, but typically a sample without a name is a sample down the drain. Because I passed out a whole lot of samples and I never got anything. But when I got their contact information, I've gotten orders from that then. Because when I go and I follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up, you guys. You've got to follow up with people. It's so important. So try and get their contact information. That's so, so important. Any questions from anybody so far? Annette, can you hear? I can't hear everybody for some reason tonight.
She's saying when you do the samples, can you only do wax? Yes, you can, or can you do sprays, Martha?
Oh yeah, you can do sprays. You can do, from the room sprays, counter clean samples. Yes, from those, yeah, absolutely, you can do all those.
And okay. Jennifer Goddard Shaw, can you hear me? Okay, welcome. I'm so glad you came on. You know, everything is about excitement. If we're excited and we're passing out that stuff, whatever it is that you're excited about. I didn't go to reunion, but Martha did, and I got to buy one of her Scentsy Goes from her. And I mean, I have so many people. I literally went to church the other night and took my Scentsy Go out and set it on the pew. And they were making fun of me, but I'm selling Scentsy Goes. I mean, whatever it is that we're excited about, we're going to get other people excited about. There's Martha's. I almost had mine over here. So, I mean.
You guys have sold 8 of these so far.
Yes.
These babies are selling. We take it with us. We take it everywhere we go. Excitement
is contagious, and posting on Facebook over and over and over is not excitement. That is just posting over and over. When people see you and you're excited about your product, that makes a major difference. So, and I feel like when I take the time, I just made some, when you take the time to make samples, then you've prepared yourself to actually go out and do something. So when I get in a slump, because we all get in a slump, to pull myself out, one thing I'll do is make a bunch of samples, because you got to pass them out. I want to tell all of you new consultants, the one gift that you could give yourself each month is to sign up for the Scent and Warmer of the Month. Yes. You want to make your sales each month anyways. Your goal should be a minimum of 500 in sales a month, because as soon as you start signing people up, you cannot get paid off of them unless you sell 500 a month. So just set it in your mind that you want to sell 500 every month. That's not hard to do. If you sign up for the Scent and Warmer of the Month, then you have new product and new information to share with people every single month.
And you need to go Facebook Live every single month with your Warmer of the Month box.
Yes, that's what Martha does. And even I watch it, and I get the same box.
I don't know why that's so exciting to people, but people love to watch that for some reason.
They like to watch new stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? If you guys have kids, make sure that they're there with you, because I use my grandbaby for a lot of my videos, because everybody loves to watch her. So I thought, well, they love to watch the little kids are so much fun, and you never know what they're going to say, so get your kids involved in your business. It's a family business, right? So that's always fun. One of the other things that Scentsy does for us is the Sensational Start. And this is your 70-day, and you got a tracker in your workstation as well for Sensational Start. Now, what you want to go for on Sensational Start is achieving at least level 2 or 3. And why do I say that? It's because you're going to get incentive points if you achieve level 2 or 3 as a new consultant. And you guys, it's a huge achievement. Not a lot of people are able to do this, but I know you guys can do it, because first of all, we're in our busiest season of the year is right now. And so this is very achievable, very attainable. And again, you've got that tracker on your workstation. Sensational Start level 2 is 3,000 in personal sales, and now this is in 70 days, or 1,500 in personal sales, and you enroll one person. okay, you're going to get $125 in product credit, and you receiving a little award as well for that. Now, Sensational Start Level 3 is 6,000 in personal sales, or 3,000 in personal sales, and you enroll 2 people, and you get $225 in product credit. So that's pretty amazing, just for working your business. I mean, Scentsy awards us, right? We get commissions on top of all this, so that's pretty exciting. And again, that tracker is in your workstation for you guys too. Is there any other questions or anything as I'm going along? Be sure to ask you guys.
Martha, they're asking some questions in the chat. I'm working on answering the one about the felt squares right now.
Okay. Well, I don't know why I cannot see any of this. You know,
if you push the chat
button until I clicked it.
Just push the button that says chat, and then you can read the questions.
I'm in here, but there's nothing here for some reason on my end.
To make the felt, yes, we can hear you. I can hear you, Kim. I can always hear Kim. Hey, to make felt that's okay. To make felt samples, you just cut your little squares up and just dip them in your wax and just pull them out. And you can do that with tweezers. Just get you a dedicated pair of tweezers that you're going to use for that. And they are amazing because they don't crack, they don't crumble. I like cute. I like cute little bats and little cute pumpkins, but then that Halloween passes, and if I still have samples, a felt is just something that just lasts, and plus then they can literally put the felt right into the warmer, and you can get a sheet of felt and just a big sheet that costs nothing and cut it up in tiny little pieces. And also you use way less wax, and it really works. So get felt from like any type of store and just cut them in these tiny little squares. You can just cut them down strips and then just put them in the wax. Does that make sense? And then you put them in these little bitty jewelry bags and staple those to your business cards or the product sheets. The product sheets that cost like I don't know, nothing. Hardly, just pennies. Sorry, Martha.
No, that's fine. I don't know why I cannot hear any one of them, and I don't have anything in my chat on my end. So I'm so glad you can hear them. I like the for me, and I know Annette too, I live somewhere where it's very, very hot and humid, and that's all I do now is felt samples, because the little wax samples, just if I go outside, they're melted and they look nasty. So I do the felt samples all the time now, actually. Any other questions or anything from anyone? I'm being a new consultant. Please be sure, make sure I've covered everything I wanted to cover. Oh, another thing, you guys, in our Sweet Aroma group, I have all this information is in the pinned post. All this information that I'm giving you here tonight is in there as well. And another thing is so important when you're starting out as a new consultant is to make sure that you read your consultant guide. It's so, so important to read that guide. And also provide good customer service to your customers. Make sure when they order from you, you give them a handwritten note. Give them a thank you. I have moved about 15 hours from where I really built up my business, my customer base in Chicagoland. And I've been able to retain a lot of my customers. They said, Martha, we will never leave you because of your customer service. So that is so important, to provide good customer service to your customers. Mail them samples, give them handwritten thank you notes. So important. Annette?
Another thing that's critical, and I'm telling you critical, if you understand the computer really well, if you can import your contacts if you work on your job and you work in Word and you're in Gmail and you have all those contacts in your Gmail, which you can connect your contacts right from Facebook even. You need every one of those contacts. You can import them into your Scentsy site. And and then also, like, if somebody buys from you, take the time in a party, make sure that you write their name okay, their name and address and their email address into your workstation, because say they go and they met you at a party and then they live in Oregon or something, and they go to their state and they place an order and they had just bought from you and they don't know who to go to, they're going to go to Scentsy.com. Guess what's going to happen?
Cha-ching.
They're all going to go to your website. Scentsy is going to drive that order to your website. And so get all of your contacts in your workstation. That is like ginormous to do for yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So important. So important. And then-
Vienna,
go ahead.
Martha, just a second. Vienna's asking a question. What
Okay.
is it, Vienna? Yeah, if you put if you're doing a party, you never ever want to just order everybody's stuff and then figure it out later. A, you may lose the piece of paper and you won't know who ordered what. B, Scentsy is going to save that contact. But if you go under contacts, you can import your contacts straight from your Gmail, yes. And that's like gonna put however, I mean, I have thousands of contacts, which means I have thousands of people as Scentsy customers.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, you definitely want to do that. Okay. Now, Martha, do they have to have placed an order though before on your website? You don't just get the order because you have their email address, right?
Right. They have to have ordered something is what I.
Yeah, they would have had to have ordered, but you just want all of their information.
It could be either through a home party and you entered that order, through your workstation or from your PWS. But if they ordered from you as a customer, then they are your customer unless they specifically go to another website and order and type in that website. They're your customer for life then.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
One other thing I forgot to cover especially for our new people, is the perpetual party reward. And that is that perpetual, that's a little bonus that Scentsy gives you. And it's on the upper right-hand corner. So when you're redeeming all your free and half-price products, that perpetual party reward is up in the right-hand corner when you are closing out a party. So if you have any question about that, if you don't know exactly what it is or how to redeem that, be sure to ask your sponsor on that, because we don't want you to lose out on that extra little bonus that Scentsy gives us. Was there another question in it?
Somebody's asking one.
It is so weird, I can't hear any of them.
Oh, yes, Mikkel. That reward is huge. I didn't know about it for like 6 months either. You guys are lucky, those of you that are under Martha, because you're just not going to go untrained. That perpetual party reward, it's in the right-hand corner and it says perpetual party reward. What you have to do is click on the half price button, and then you have to go to the perpetual party reward little space to type in what you want. And you can also get, like if you type in MP-SS12 or something like that, you can get your specials, or MP- what is it, Martha, for the Scentsy 6-pack?
Just type in, you can just.
It'll come up. It'll just come
Yeah,
up.
it'll come right
And you
up.
can get that for half price.
Yeah.
So you're, a 6-pack, that's $12.50. What I do a lot of times with my half price, because I sell just tons of sprays, I always want the most bang for my buck. So a lot of times I'll get the $20. It's 6 sprays. Well, those sell for $8 a piece. And so, yeah, use your perpetual party rewards for sure. Right. Yes. Vienna's asking Martha about the perpetual party. You do have to click the half price button first and then go up there to the perpetual party before you can use that. Your host reward, sometimes you're just like, it's not working. Well, you're not clicking either half price or free. I've done that before. So if you want your free stuff, click on your free. If you want your half price, And remember that a party closes out after 90 days. None of us need to keep a party open that long anyways. And you know, I wouldn't usually let a party go past, I mean, if you get up to $1,000, you get 5 half price products. But I don't know that you need that many. I mean, I would just close it after $500. That's what I suggest. That gets you to that $75 for free, because that's your 15. You're getting 15%. Yep, that's a lot of money, you know. Yeah. On your perpetual, yeah, that works, but you have to hit the, oh, I didn't know that. I always have to,
Can you repeat the questions, Annette, so we can hear in here?
Martha, Kim is asking, she says that she's never hit the half price button. She just goes to perpetual party and she gets the half price.
Okay.
I have never been able to do it, but she just
Okay.
got lucky. I don't know. You can try.
Either way, I mean, it'll work. They can figure it
Yeah,
out.
that'll work.
Was there another question?
Does anybody else have, that's okay, we can do that too. Can you guys all hear Kim when
No.
she's talking?
No.
Okay, good. Does anybody else have a question for Martha? Okay.
Okay, well, another thing I wanted to go over is people always ask, how do I get paid? How do you get paid is from, Scentsy has created a pay portal. Our commissions are uploaded on typically the 9th, but they always say the 10th. But we usually get paid a day or two early. But by the 10th of each month is when we will receive our commissions, and they will be uploaded into a pay portal. If you are a new consultant, usually within about 2 weeks of you enrolling as a consultant, Scentsy will send you this cute little card, your little Scentsy card. You could choose to have your commissions transferred to that cute little card, or you can have them transferred directly to your bank account, and you will set up your banking information in your pay portal that is on your workstation. And so that will be by the 10th of each month, you will have that commission. Another thing I forgot I was going to mention, once you receive your starter kit, Scentsy will, in there, you got cut off. Can you guys hear me? Scentsy will, you get a little bag in there, so make sure that you create a mobile office in your bag, and you put some samples in there, a couple light bulbs, some wax, you got your catalogs in there. Take that mobile office every single day when you're out and about. You will never want to be left, somebody asks you for a catalog and you do not have a catalog handy. So make sure that you have that mobile office. And looks like we are going to go ahead and end this tonight. I think we are out of time. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being on our call. We've had some technical difficulties tonight, and I apologize for that. But if you're listening to this recording, I hope that you are able to hear everything. If not, please feel free to message me. Appreciate you being on the call, and have a great evening.